Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the launching ceremony of the Asean Research Center for a Community with Shared Future. We are delighted to have all of you here to celebrate this significant milestone.
各位早上好，欢迎大家出席东盟人类命运共同体研究中心的揭牌仪式。我们非常荣幸的邀请各位嘉宾能够莅临，一同见证这个非凡意义的时刻。
As we prepare to comment shortly, we kindly invite all guests to take your seats. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy this event.
仪式即将开始，敬请各位嘉宾入座，感谢您的配合，祝愿大家有一个愉快且充实的早晨。
Now, it is with great honor to introduce our distinguished guest today. Let's give a warm round of applause to Utah President Professor Dr. Liu Hongtai.
南洋大学校长刘方达教授。
Deputy Dean of Institute for Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, Professor Wang Shixing.
中国传媒大学人类命共同研究院副院长王思欣教授。
Deputy Dean of Institute for Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, Professor Liu Fenghai.
刘峰海教授。
Coordinator International Affairs of Institute for Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, Ms. Sun Yu Hong.
中国传媒大学人类命共同体研究院国际事务协调员孙玉红女士。
President of the Center for New Inclusive Asia, Mr. Ko King-ki.
马来西亚新亚洲战略研究中心的理事长许庆奇先生。
President of the Association of Graduates from University and College of China, Malaysia, Mr. Lim Kok Yen.
马来西亚留华同学会会长林国元先生。
President of the Communication University of China Alumni of Malaysia, Mr. Liu Wai Hao.
中国传媒大学马来西亚校委会会长刘维一先生。
Principal Advisor at Pacific Research Center of Malaysia and Senior Fellow, Singapore Institute of International Affairs, Dr. O. San.
马来西亚太平研究学院中心首席顾问兼新加坡国际事务研究所高级研究员吴以昌博士。
Please give them a big round of applause.
让我们热烈掌声欢迎各位嘉宾。
To officially begin this morning's auspicious occasions, we would like to invite the chairperson of ASEAN Research Center for a Community with Shared Future, Dr. Sun Tianbi, to deliver the opening speech.
首先，我们有请东盟人类命运共同体研究院中心主任孙天美博士为我们致开幕式。让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎孙博士。
Let's give a warm round of applause to Dr. Sun.
I am Professor Dr. Yu Hongtai, President of University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Dr. Professor Wang Shixing, Deputy Dean Institute for a Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, Dr. Professor Liu Fenghai, Deputy Dean Institute for a Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, Ms. Sun Yu Hong, Coordinator, International Affairs, Institute for a Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, Mr. Lim Kok Yen, President, the Association of Graduates from Universities and College of China, Malaysia, Mr. Li Wai Hao, President, Communication University of China Alumni of Malaysia, Dr. O. San, Principal Advisor at Pacific Research Center of Malaysia and Senior Fellow, Singapore Institute of International Affairs, esteemed guests from ACSF, Utah staff, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As someone who has dedicated years to study of international relations, diplomacy and regional cooperation, witnessing the birth of the ASEAN Research Center for Community with Shared Future, ACSF, today is nothing short of dream realized. Growing up, I never imagined I would one day stand at the confluence of academia and diplomacy, helping to launch a center that connects nations not through power or politics, but through shared ideas, enduring values, and a common vision for humanity's future. And what makes this moment even more meaningful is that ACSF is the very first research center of its kind established within a university in the entire ASEAN region, especially in Malaysia. This center is the result of a dynamic collaboration between the Tun Tan Cheng Lock Institute of Policy Studies at University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Utah, and the Institute for a Community with Shared Future at the Communication University of China, CUC. It reflects not only the strength of our academic bonds, but also our shared commitment to building peace and understanding through intellectual exchange. Malaysia and China enjoy the time-honored and strategic partnership. In 1974, Malaysia became the first ASEAN country to establish diplomatic relations with China. That visionary step led the cornerstone for decades of cooperation and trust. During the leadership of Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, China engagement with ASEAN accelerated, eventually evolving into ASEAN Plus 1, ASEAN Plus 3, and today, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP. A trade bloc that has reshaped the regional landscape by championing openness, reducing tariffs, and enhancing mutual prosperity. Let me be clear, the region has never needed to be made great again because it has always been great. Not through conquest, but through cooperation. Not through dominance, but through dialogue. In that same spirit, Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim's Malaysia Madani vision offers a profound and timely blueprint for our nation's future, one that upholds the core values of sustainability, prosperity, innovation, respect, trust, and compassion. These values mirrors those found in President Xi Jinping's concept of a community with a shared future, calling for a world that is peaceful, inclusive, secure, and beautiful. Both leaders are not only articulating grand visions, they are actively shaping a future rooted in shared community. Since 2022, Prime Minister Anwar has made 3 official visits to China, and today, President Xi Jinping arrived in Malaysia for a 3-day visit. Their strong engagement underscore a relation built not only between governments, but between peoples. It thrives through student exchanges, cultural dialogue, and academic collaboration. The founding of ACSF at Utah, in partnership with CUC, is a powerful symbol of this people-to-people bond. It's not just a research platform, it is a living bridge between Malaysia and China, between ASEAN and the world, through scholarship, dialogue, and human connection. We already look to the future with confidence. At present, we have organized a public lecture and launched a year-long column in Situ Daily titled A Community with a Shared Future series. The column is a collaborative effort led by ACSF together with ICSF scholars from China and other countries who will contribute articles on a rotating basis. This past Sunday, the Dean of the Institute of Community with Shared Future at Communication University of China, Prof. Li Huailiang, published the first article in the series. At the end of this year, ACSF will host its first international conference, gathering scholars and thinkers from across China and ASEAN to share research, exchange perspectives, and contribute meaningfully to our collective future. So, let today be more than a ceremony. Let it be a declaration of our ambition, of our determination, and of our shared belief that through knowledge, empathy, and vision, we can shape a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sun, for your inspiring words.
感谢孙博士的激情发言。
Now, We would like to call upon Deputy Dean of Institute for Community with Shared Future Communication, University of China, Professor Wang Shixing, to deliver the opening speech.
现在让我们一同欢迎中国传媒大学人类命运共同体研究院副院长王思欣教授上台致辞。
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On the occasion of the state visit to Malaysia by Chinese President Xi Jinping, we have here to inaugurate the Asean Research Center for a communication for a community with shared future. We feel great honored and sheltered with great responsibility. Against the background of economic globalization facing headwinds, ongoing tension in world geopolitical and deepening crisis inter-civilization exchanges, the concept of building a community with shared future proposed by Chinese President Xi Jinping contributes new idea for solving international problem and paints a new vision for human development. Over the past decades, promoting the building of a community with a shared future has gained broad international consensus, and its ideological connotations have been continuously enriched and developed. To meet the needs of the times, CUC established the Institute of a Community with Shared Future in 2019. Today we are holding the inauguration ceremony for the Asean Research Center for a Community with Shared Future and the presentation ceremony for appointment letter of center researchers. It is a milestone event since the establishment of the institute. China and Malaysia, as important representative of Asia developing countries and emerging economies, the strategic significance of their bilateral relation is increasingly prominent, and their cooperation is even more anticipated. I sincerely hope that with the official inauguration of the center and the presentation of appointment letters, the cooperation between our two universities can reach a new level. We expected the center will become an important platform for studying and disseminating the concept of a community with shared future, contributing more wisdom to the construction of a China-Malaysia community with shared future and producing fruitful theoretic achievements. The Institute of CUC will provide strong support for all the work carried out after the establishment of the center. We also believe that the Asean Research Center can work together with other centers to jointly yield more fruits in the academic research and dissemination of the concepts of a community with a shared future. I would like to express our gratitude to Director Lan Shui and Professor Chen Yiwen and Chairperson Sun Tianmei for their contributions to the Asean Research Center. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Xu Qingqi, who has made significant a significant contribution to the work of the Institute of CUC since its establishment. Thank you, President Mr. Lin Guoyuan, the Association of Graduates from Universities and Colleges of China. And thank you, Liu Weiyi, from the CUC Alumni Association in Malaysia. And thank you, Mr. Hu Yishan, Principal Advisor at Pacific Research Center of Malaysia and Senior Fellow. And also express our thanks to our media friends. Sailing together in the same boat, we host our shells and ride the wides and weaves for thousands of miles. May the Asean Research Center take this as the starting point of a new journey, lead all parties to work hand in hand and propel China-ASEAN cooperation to read the wides and weaves towards a prosperous future. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Wang, for those thoughtful remarks.
感谢王思欣教授带来的精彩发言。
Next, it is our honor to invite Utah President to deliver the opening speech.
接着，让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎我们的拉邦大学校长杨德宇方法教授为我们致辞。
Please join me in welcoming Professor Dr. Yu Hongbat.
Thank you to our two MCs. Professor Dr. Wang Sixing, Deputy Dean, Institute for Community with Shared Future, Communication University of China, and as well as Dr. Professor Liu Fenghai, Deputy Dean, Institute for Community with Shared Future, CUC, Ms. Sun Yu Hong, Coordinator of International Affairs, Institute for Community with Shared Future, CUC, Mr. Ko King Ki, President of Center for New Inclusive Asia, thank you for coming. Mr. Lim Kok Yen, President of the Association of Graduates from University and Colleges of China, Malaysia, thank you for coming. Dr. O Yi San, Principal Advisor at the Pacific Research Center of Malaysia and Senior Fellow, Singapore Institute of International Affairs. Mr. Liu Wai Hao, President, Communication University of China, Alumni of Malaysia. Esteemed guests from ACSF, Utah staff, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to every one of you. It gives me great pleasure to be here today to celebrate the official launching of the ASEAN Research Center for a Community with Shared Future, or ACSF. This is a momentous occasion, not only for Utah, but also for our partners, collaborators, and the broader academic and regional community. The ACSF, jointly established on 1st January 2025 by Utah's Tun Tan Cheng Lock Institute of Social Studies and the Institute for a Community with Shared Future at the Communication University of China, represent a new chapter in Malaysia-China academic collaboration. It signifies a deepened commitment to regional dialogue, mutual understanding, and joint pursuit of peace and sustainable development in the ASEAN region and beyond. On behalf of Utah, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the CUC for their strong support, partnership, and shared vision in co-establishing this research center. We are deeply grateful for CUC's dedication and collaboration, which have made this meaningful initiative a reality. As its name suggests, the center embraces the vision of a shared future, one that upholds harmony, inclusivity, and collaboration. Under the capable leadership of Dr. Sun Tianbi, the inaugural director of ACSF, and esteemed scholars in the fields of Malaysia-China relations, ASEAN affairs, RCEP, and political economy, I'm confident that the center will grow from strength to strength. Since its inception, ACSF has already brought together experts from diverse disciplines within Utah, and it will continue to expand its team through the recruitment of researchers, postdoctoral fellows, and graduate students. 5 dedicated units have been formed to drive this mission forward. The Digital Community Unit, led by Technology Dr. Chen Kin Meng. The Cultural, Arts and Heritage Unit, led by Dr. Cynthia Lau Hui Shan. The Intercultural Studies Unit, led by Dr. Muhammad Suya Sadim. The International Studies Unit, led by Dr. Tan Hui Yi. And the Peace Studies Unit, led by Ms. Ira Melita Binti Ibrahim. This unit will serve as pillars of collaborative research and public engagement, positioning ACSF as a vital platform connecting ASEAN with the world through knowledge, dialogue, and shared vision. Indeed, the establishment of ACSF marks a milestone in Malaysia-China academic cooperation and highlights the important role of the Malaysian scholarly community in advancing regional discourse. I'm confident that as the center grows, it will become not just a hub of academic excellence, but also a vital window connecting ASEAN to the world. As we know, ASEAN, we have 10 countries of about 660 million people. And in this region, we have actually people coming from various cultural backgrounds, different races, different languages, different religions, and different practice and all that. And all this while, they have been actually living in this, what we call a community with shared future, together to make sure that Southeast Asia can develop and collaborate to achieve higher achievements, performance. And this is very important that you can also see that in Malaysia. In Malaysia, we have actually people with different races, cultures, religions, languages and all that working together, living together to make Malaysia a better nation and continue to develop them, especially during this AI era. And for your information, this kind of a concept of a community with shared future is also common and everywhere in Utah. For example, Utah is actually a university by the people and for the people. And it is actually with the concept, the educational concept of holistic education. We would like to actually provide this kind of holistic education to our students. And in driving this one, we actually believe in 6 pillars of education that we should actually stress on. Which the 6 pillars, meaning in the area of wisdom and intellect, in the area of this ethics and moral, in the area of actually physical and mental health. And the 4th one is actually about harmony and humanitarianism, which is very important because as we believe that our students need to learn how to cooperate, how to communicate, how to actually work together, and how to actually believe in that concept that, or this principle that we are living together in the same world and we have to actually work together and collaborate together. Okay, and then finally we have also 2, the other one is about aesthetic and also the harmony, and then the 6th one is actually about the innovation and creativity. So in Chinese saying, we actually emphasize a lot on this 6育 德育、智育、体育、群育、美育、心育， and the 4th one 群育，人群的群 actually symbolize the learning of this harmony, learning of how to communicate, how to collaborate and all that. So it is inside the 6 pillar of education of Utah. Then you can see that the 4th pillar actually embrace a lot on this community of shared future. The other thing is actually, as we know, I've been actually researchers in remote sensing, and I've been to Antarctica before, twice. When I'm in Antarctica, the whole Antarctica belongs to the whole world, and there's no boundary in that sense. And the researchers over there have to work together because when it comes to natural disasters, suddenly there's a snowstorm or whiteout situation, all have to work together so that we can save life and all that. So the same thing nowadays, United Nations has this SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, that actually highlight a lot on this, and then with ESG, SDG and all that, which is currently being implemented in many societies, many countries and also many companies. But the key principle of this SDG or ESG is how do we have a shared future because of this sustainable development, because we have to work together so that to ensure that the earth is continue to be a suitable place for us to grow and to sustain. With that belief, this study of a community of shared future is very important. I still remember when I was young, my parents always asked me during the lunch or dinner time, make sure you actually finish every rice in your plate, on your plate and all that. 谁知盘中餐，就是粒粒皆辛苦啊。That actually also tell us about this a community of shared future, because in order for us to eat the rice and all that, you need a lot of people's efforts. Then only you have this right. So we should actually be thankful for that one. So I believe that this center for this ASEAN Research Center for a community with shared future can look at it in this perspective. Then you can understand why we need to have this shared future so that we can work together to achieve that one. So this is something I think is very important. And from there, you know that it should be everywhere so that we can continue to survive and to make the world a better place. Once again, I extend my warmest congratulations to everyone involved in the founding of ACSF, and my heartfelt thanks to Communication University of China for being such a valuable partner on this journey and for actually selecting Utah to work together, and we'd like to thank Mr. Koh for introducing us to CUC on this initiative. Let us continue working together in the spirit of friendship and shared progress for a brighter and more inclusive future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof, for your meaningful and encouraging message.
感谢袁方达教授赋予生力与鼓舞人心的致辞。
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the moment we have all been waiting for, the official launching of the ASEAN Research Center for a Community with Shared Future.
现在我们迎来了大家期待已久的时刻，东盟人类命运共同体研究中心的正式揭牌仪式。
To officiate this memorable occasion, we are honored to invite Professor Dr. Yu Hong Tat and Professor Wang Shixing to the stage.
有请袁方达教授与王思欣教授到台前来进行揭牌仪式。
Now, let us witness this exciting moment together.
让我们一同见证这个激动人心的时刻。
With the count of 3, 2, 1, please unveil.
请揭牌。
Congratulations, the ASEAN Research Center for Community with Shared Future is now officially launched.
恭喜东盟人类命运共同体研究中心的正式揭牌。
To our esteemed guests, please remain on the stage.
请两位贵宾留步。
At this moment, we would like to cordially invite Professor Liu Fenghai, Ms. Sun Yu Hong, Dr. Qi Yiman, and Dr. Sun Tianbi to join us for the photo sessions.
现在我们诚挚邀请刘丰海教授、孙玉红女士、钱文博士及孙天美博士上台，共同进行合影环节。
And we would like to Mr. Ko King Ki to join us for the photo sessions together.
我们也邀请许庆琪先生一起加入。
想反过来一点。啊，哎，有了点。好，可能那一点是有一点。
OK， 好，来看这里啊，来1、2、3。
Thanks to all our distinguished guests. To Prof. Yu and Prof. Wang, please remain on the stage.
感谢各位贵宾，也请刘方达教授与王思欣教授留步。
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to meaningful part of our event. We would like to invite Professor Yu to exchange souvenir with Professor Wang, symbolizing our mutual respect, appreciations, and the spirit of collaborations between both parties.
此次的互赠纪念品仪式，不仅象征着双方的友好情谊与真挚的合作，也体现了彼此在学术交流以及共同愿景上的深厚共识。让我们以热烈的掌声，共同见证具有纪念意义的时刻。
Thank you, Prof. Yu. Now, we will invite Professor Wang to present the letter of appreciations to Mr. Ko King Ki, the President of Center for New Inclusive Asia, and witnessed by Prof. Yu.
现在我们将邀请王教授向马来西亚新亚洲战略研究中心的理事长许信吉先生颁发感谢信，并由尤教授见证这仪式。
Thank you, Mr. Ko King Ki.
谢谢许信吉先生。
Ladies and gentlemen,
OK， 好，来这边啊，来1、2、3。
thank you to all distinguished guests.
感谢各位嘉宾。
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now invite Professor Wang to present the letter of appointments to Distinguished Research Fellow of the Institute for a Community with Shared Future and witnessed by Prof. Yu.
现在我们有请王教授向人类命运共同体研究院的杰出研究员颁发荣誉聘书，并由我们的尤教授作为仪式的见证人。有请王教授和我们的尤教授。
Now we invite Professor.
First, congratulations to Dr. Chin Yi Moon.
恭喜陈义文博士。
3、2、1。
Dr. Sun Tian Bi.
孙天美博士。
OK，here。OK，1、 two, three.
Dr. 丹新佩，
陈新佩博士。
One, two, three.
Dr. 丹辉义，
陈伟义博士。
Okay, here. One, two, three.
Dr. Cynthia 捞佩善，
刘佩珊博士。
Okay, begin here. One, two.
Mr. 李建元，
李正元博士。
Okay, right. One, two, three.
Mr. 李king kyung，
李正强先生。
Okay, 好，来看这儿。
and Miss 梁美颖。
梁美莹女士。
来看这儿，来one, two, three.
Congratulations to all our distinguished research fellows.
恭喜所有的杰出研究员，让我们以热烈的掌声再次赐给他们。
Thank you to all our distinguished guests. Please be seated.
感谢各位贵宾，请就坐。
Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request everyone to join in for a group photo to commemorate this special moment. You may remain at your seats, and our photographer will take a nice photo. Thank you.
现在我们将进行大合照环节，请大家往中间靠拢，一起纪念这个特别的时刻。
填满那边的位置啊。Okay, now, everyone hold your position, Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more, everyone having a thumbs up? Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
谢谢大家的配合。
And with that, we bring this remarkable event to a close. On behalf of Utah Tun Tan Cheng Loan Institute of Social Studies and Asean Research Center for a Community with Shared Future, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished guests and attendees for being part of this momentous occasion.
随着今天的启动仪式正式的圆满结束，我谨代表拉曼大学敦诚路社会研究所与东盟人类命运共同体研究中心，向在座的各位贵宾以及来宾表达最真实的谢意，感谢大家抽空出席，一起见证这个历史性的时刻。
We hope that today has been enlightening and inspiring, and we look forward to more great contributions from ASEAN Research Center for a Community with Shared Future.
希望今天的仪式能够给您带来启发和展望，让我们一同期待东盟人类命运共同体研究中心未来的发展与贡献。
Thank you once again, and you may enjoy your tea time together.
再次感谢各位的莅临，敬请享用接下来的茶点时光，谢谢大家。
Thank you, everyone.